Hey traders, what's up? It's Mike here with the watch list video for Monday, October 9th. First, let me start by reminding everybody Monday is a holiday, but the market's open. We all know how dead the market's been lately. I kind of expect it to maybe even be worse on Monday. The bond market is closed, Columbus Day. So probably be dead, but we'll see. I still have created a watch list video here, so let's get to it. Start with the daily on the SPY. That is a big, giant green candle there. The Dow is up like 300 points, so certainly a nice move. We finally had some bounce plays trigger. If you weren't in chat on Friday, I'll slide this one over. NEP I'd had on watch for like 3 days, 4 days in a row, and it finally triggered, right? And you can see, I just did a search for NEP in the chat room to find the posts, and you can see that I mentioned it early, that it was a gap down bounce play could set up. Lewis reminded everybody top near 21 for a gap down bounce play. Wayne gave the heads up, hey guys, it's starting to curl. And then before it even broke, I put it out one more time. Over 21 is the bounce play. That is the actual trigger right there. And we had a really nice move. So I love the teamwork on that one. It's my favorite thing about chat. I'll slide Coke up also. Coke was on bounce play watch. And there Bruce put in the idea, 52.30. Just reminded everybody, hey, it's getting ready to trigger as a bounce play, right? Break of the early high. And went up nicely from there as well. Real quick, let me show you that NEP daily before that green candle, before that call. So looked like that going into Friday, but I probably started putting it on bounce watch when it looked like that. No trigger, no trigger, no trigger. Then today finally triggered. So I always say this, it doesn't cost me anything to put something on bounce watch or on watch period. We don't get involved until we get an A+ intraday setup. So, and there is Coke's. Oh, and Exxon Mobil also had this sell off, and I also called this one. I didn't take a screenshot, but I called it over the early high, which would have been right there, stop right there, and that worked nicely as well. So bounce plays work, but they've got to set up first for us to take the trade. All right. So anyway, what are we watching to possibly trade on Monday? ALXO had a huge rip. They had an offering somewhere in here overnight or something. Had a huge rip, so that is absolutely one to watch. After seeing that short squeeze on Friday, it's definitely going to be on the chart. PRZO hasn't been trading for that long. Had a nice pop, but closing well off its highs. Still going to watch it. Overstock OSTK, nice volume, pretty strong move. We'll see if we get a follow-through setup on that one. SMR, another really strong one. ARQT, nice volume, and it's kind of maybe finding a bottom down here. They did have a nice headline, so we're going to watch that one on Monday. CrowdStrike, CRWD, kind of a big candle there. I mean, you know, you could argue it needs to rest, but certainly a nice breakout, and we're going to keep that one on watch. AMC, had a nice trade in that one Friday afternoon also on a buy zone pullback. Had a nice pop, so we're definitely going to watch that one for a follow through. NEP, already talked about that one. We had the nice bounce entries in it. On Friday, I'm not in it, obviously, because I don't hold overnight, but it could have a follow-through bounce. I mean, it's pretty beaten up, right? So it's certainly worth watching for a follow-through day on Monday. And, let's see, NNOX had a nice pop back here. Came back down, but then it's right back up. So over this line here is kind of interesting. I definitely want to watch that one. Kind of the same thing with NVAX. Had a nice pop back here. Almost round trip, but it's turning right back up. So we're going to keep our eyes on that one. CAG had a nice pop on Thursday. Gave a lot of it back. Friday, did a nice reversal, so that one is finally finding some buyers. So we're going to watch that one. GEO, let me pan out a little bit here. You just can picture a trend line from here to here. I probably should have drawn one. I'll draw a chart later. I'm going to put some charts up on StockTwits and Twitter later. But anyway, you can see back here, give you some numbers. Hit 909, then it put in a lower high of 887, and then Friday's high 873. So over Friday's high, then you might knock down this domino and maybe this domino and maybe breakout. All right, so that's why that one's on watch. VSME, one of the uglier charts you'll ever see, especially what it did on Thursday. Had the big rip to new highs, and then the same day fell completely apart. Now we've got another red day. There's nothing pretty about this, but the fact that 2 days ago, let me give you the number. 2 days ago, it hit 864, right? And now it's down here, wow, under $2. I got to put that on bounce watch, right? I'm just a day trader. If I can get an intraday bounce play setup, we might get a decent percentage move, even though it's ugly. And then lastly, Instacart, which just went public, a few weeks ago. It just keeps pushing to new all-time lows. I'm going to put that one on bounce watch as well. Let's work together like we always do Monday in pre-market and build a gap play watch list together in addition to this list. And then let's work together during the day and look for those intraday A+ setups like we do. All right, I'm done babbling. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.